On today's menu is a delicious chicken recipe that is easy and quick to make. Namaskar and welcome to Curries with Bumbi. And today we will be making almond chicken curry. I have used boneless skinless chicken thighs. You can also use chicken with bones or chicken breast. I added 2 teaspoons of finely grated ginger and a teaspoon of finely grated garlic. Then 3 tablespoons of plain unflavored thick Greek yogurt. You can also use regular plain unflavored yogurt, but in that case use 4 tablespoons. Mix everything very well and let it sit for 30 minutes to an hour. You can also marinate it overnight in the fridge. In the meantime, soak a third of a cup of almonds in hot water for about an hour. After that, peel off the skins. It's not that I always peel the skin because they will be blended anyways to a smooth paste. So do whatever you please do. Heat a pot of water over high heat. Add onions, a dry bay leaf cinnamon stick, a black cardamom which is optional, 5 green cardamoms and 5 cloves. Boil them for 5 minutes. After 5 minutes, drain the water. Remove the bay leaf and cool them under tap water. Discard the outer shell of black cardamom and we need only the seeds. You do not need to discard the outer shells of green cardamoms. Though the cinnamon stick has become soft, but I still like breaking it off into smaller pieces. Next, all enter the blender jar along with 1/4 of a cup of water and blend them to a smooth paste. Heat 2 tablespoons of oil over medium-high heat. Once oil turns hot, lower the heat to low and add a teaspoon of black cumin seeds, that is shahi jeera. If you do not have shahi jeera, do not worry, just use regular cumin seeds. Then the marinated chicken goes in. Add a teaspoon of Kashmiri chilli powder and stir the chicken on high heat. When the color of chicken turns from pink to a pale creamish color, add the boiled onion spice paste. Stir on high heat for 3 to 4 minutes, then partially cover it on medium heat for 10 minutes if using boneless chicken, or 15 minutes if using chicken with bones. In between, do give a stir. It will take longer time if you are using chicken with bones. In the meantime, I will blend the almonds. Put them in the blender jar along with 1/2 a cup of slightly warm milk and blend them to a very smooth paste. After 10 minutes, add the almond paste. I added another 1/2 a cup more of warm milk in the blender jar to get all that almondy goodness to the last drop. Then add a teaspoon of salt and a teaspoon of sugar, which is always optional, but I like adding it. Cover it on very low heat for 10 more minutes. In between, please remember to give a stir because it is very common with any nut-based gravy for things to settle at the bottom of the pot and get burnt. And we are not making an almond curry today with burnt flavor. Okay, my friends. After 10 minutes, I added a little more of Kashmiri chilli powder as I felt the gravy was not hot enough for me. Finally, crush about 1/2 a teaspoon of kasoori methi, that is dried fenugreek leaves, and add it. Simmer it for 5 more minutes on very low heat. In the meantime, heat about a tablespoon of ghee. You can also use butter. When the ghee turns warm, I added 4 fresh red or green chilies. Now you have to remember this, my friends. Do not allow the ghee or oil or butter to turn too hot because we are using fresh chilies here, and if the fat turns too hot, then the chilies will burst open and that will be really very dangerous. Then pour this aromatic goodness on the chicken and mix. And this is ready to be served. You can serve this with naan, roti, pulao or plain white rice. The gravy is creamy and delicate with the subtle flavorings from those spices, and you are going to love it. Please give me a thumbs up if you liked watching this video, and do send me your feedback after trying this recipe. Bye bye.